Good morning, everyone. This is BremSter, and this is the next puzzle in the Hamilton Sudoku series. I'm recording all of these out of order, and there are some logistical reasons for that, which I won't bother going into. But the videos that you've seen over the last, I think, 3 days, I haven't recorded yet. And that's just because I'm trying to finalize some details. But this is Burn by Eliza Hamilton. Yep, she's putting herself back in the narrative, or actually, I'm taking myself out of the narrative because I'm recording these about 10 days in advance at the moment. So you can figure that one out. But she's burning the letters, burning the memories. So yeah, Hamilton going up in flames. I really like the theme on this one. So the Hamilton Sudoku series is just a series of puzzles that have been anonymously created for me to present on my channel. They're all designed, apparently with an exception, which you may have already seen, but I haven't recorded yet, which are to be mostly approachable puzzles. So not like 5 minutes solved, but doable in about a quarter of an hour by experienced solvers. So yeah, the one that is scheduled to come out yesterday for you, but I'm hopefully recording later today for me, apparently is a bit different. So we'll see how that one goes. But anyway, if you're not a fan of the musical or not a fan of musicals at all or whatever, just do the puzzles. The puzzles are still good. That's the important thing to remember here. So, because I'm recording so far in advance, I don't have any updates for anything that you may have heard. So we'll see how all of this goes. Anyway, let's have a look at the puzzle rules. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Digits in bordered squares must be even, and digits in bordered circles must be odd. So we have odd, even going on down at the bottom, which I suppose is supposed to be the bucket. It looks a bit upside down for the bucket, but that's okay. Cells separated by an X must sum to 10. And cells separated by a V must sum to 5. Not all X's and V's are necessarily given, so it would be perfectly fine for other cells to sum to X or V. Not 3, but 2. Cells separated by a black dot must have a 1 to 2 relationship in a 1 to 2 ratio, or one must be double the other. Entropic lines. So any set of 3 cells along a beige line, or the beige entropic lines, must contain a low digit, a middle digit, or a high digit. So these 3 digits will have a low... is there a better place to pick this? So these 3 digits will have a low, medium, and a high, and these 3 digits will have a low, a medium, and a high. Low being 1, 2, 3, middle being 4, 5, 6, and high being 7, 8, 9. And then we've got letters, which is each letter is a unique digit, and each instance of that letter will be the same digit, and what the digits are has to be determined by the solver. So that's what we know. Pardon me, I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So this is calling out to me because this has to be... Well, these are 2, 4, 6, and 8 because they are even, and this can't be 6 or 8 because it's on a V. So this is 2 or 4. So this here has to be 1 or 3 to be the other side of the V, which means that is low, which means this is low, which means this is 1 or 3 because it's an odd low digit. Now this can't be low, so it can't be 2. Now, two, 4, 6, 8. Now, if this is 8, if this is 8, this is 4, but one of these has to be high. Hang on, if this is 8, this is 4, but neither of these could be high then, because the only high that I could put here is 8, but I've made this 4. So this is not 8. If this is 6, this is 3, which is low, and that can't be low. This can't be 6. So that's a 2, 4 pair. 4 comes out of there. 2 and 4 comes out of there. If this is 2, this can't be 4, so it's 1. And if it's 4, so this is 1 or 8, and it can't be 1 because it has to be high. That's 8, that's 4, that's 2. this can't be high now because that's the high digit. That's really cool. That's a really nice start. This now has to be middle, so it's 6, which means n is 3 and this is 8. That's a really nice start to this puzzle. So this is middle, this is low, n is 3, so this is 7. That's a 3, that's a 1. Okay. Oh, that's just a 5. And the reason for that is all of the digits in a box are 1 to 9, which add to 45. That's 10, that's 10, that's 10, that's 10. So that's 40. 45 minus 40 is 5. But if this is low, this is low, this is low. So this is a 1 or a 2. This is high. This is medium. So if this is a 1, this is a 2. If this is a 2, this is a 1 or a 4. Well, that can't be a 2. So this is a 1 or a 4. So this is a 2. H is 1 or 4. So this is 6 or 9. Okay. MT. That is an X. That's an X clue there. This is a bit weird. I like it, but it's weird. That's an X clue as well. So 2, 8 is here or here? Well, 2 has to go in one of those two. I suppose the question is, where does H go in this box? Because H is not any of those because they're different letters. And it's not there. So H is in one of those two. So H is 1 or 4, and it's in one of those two. Yeah, I don't see how to force that. If T is 2, M is 8, and that's okay, I think. This is 1 or 4, so one of these has to be high. This could be 4 and 2, though, I think. We should make that 2, 8. This would be 8, and that would be fine. Oh, O is 7. So this is a 7, which is high. Which 1, 2, 3, that is high. So this is 8 or 9. These are now a low and a mid. Does that make that 5? This is a low and a mid. This line is a bit weird. Now this is an X clue. And all I know is it's not 3, 7, but I knew that anyway. Well, it's not 2, 8 either. So this is 1, 9 or 4, 6. Hang on, this can't be 2, 8. Because I can't put 2 in either of those. So MT is 2, 8. So these are 2, 8, and I can't put 2 there. This is 2, 8, because I can't put 2 into IL, and I can't put 2 into HA. Why couldn't I put 2? Why did I get 1, 4, 6, 9 there? HA, because H is 1 or 4. So 2 is in one of... Right, I can't put... Because I can't put 2 or 8 there, this is 1, 4, 6, 9 because of this 1, 4. IL can't contain a 2, so MT becomes 2, 8. This becomes 2, 8, and I can't put 2 there. This is 8, this is 2. Which means this has to be 4 to maintain entropy. Low, high, mid. Oh, this 8 is looking up making this 9. It's been doing that for a while. This is not 2. And M is 8 and T is 2. So that is low, that is high. H is now 4, so A is 6. So A becomes 6. So these are both green, which I could have coloured earlier. And these are 1 and 9. So these are 1 and 9. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. There's no 4 there. There's no 4 there. So this is 4, which means that is mid. 1, 2, 3. That is mid. That can't be mid because it's right next to it. That's 7. So that is high. This is 2 away from a high. So this has to be low. So it is. And the reason for I'm colouring the way I am, which I realised I may not have explained, is if you think about, let's look at this line. If these three have to be a low, a mid, and a high, and these three have to be a low, a mid, and a high. Now that I've got this as high, mid, low, this has to contain a high, a mid, and a low. But I've got the mid and the low already, so this has to be the high to make up the... So every third digit along one of these lines has to be the same. So this now becomes high. So this sees a 7 and an 8, so it becomes a 9. This has to be low. It sees a 2, so it's a 1 or a 3. This is a 4 or a 6. This has to be high. So it is 9. The 7 is in there, so this is 5, which is mid. These two digits are 1 and 7. And this 1, 9 is looking over, making that the 7 and that the 1. So that becomes high and low. This is very, very cool. So this is low for this entropic line. 3 along from this mid. So we go low, high, mid, then low. So these are actually a 2, 3 pair. And the 3 here makes this 2, which makes this 3, which makes this 1. That is from 4, 5, or 6. This is actually one of everything. Interestingly enough, I noticed earlier that is one of everything, but I'm not sure what I can do with that yet. That's a 6 by Sudoku. I'll take the 6 by Sudoku. This is a triple, which is 3, 5, and 8, and I can't put 8 in any of those, so this becomes an 8, so that is high. The 3 looks up, making that 5 and that 3, so this becomes mid and low. This is now the 1, which is the final low. Interesting banding in the middle. All of the mids, all of the highs, all of the lows. This is 5, 7, and 9. Okay. This line is going to be incredibly powerful, and I haven't even started to look at it. I might put this triple in, though. It's 1, 6, 8. Which is one of everything. Of course it is. This is 4 or 6, because it must be even, and the 2 and the 8 aren't available. So this becomes mid straight out of nowhere. So this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 and 7, and there's a 3 here. This is the 7, this is the 3, this is not the 7. 3 is low, 7 is mid. Puts 3 down here, but 3 is odd, so it's not going there, and that 3 takes 3 out of there and puts 3 there. So this is low. Now I've got to put a low on here. So these are from 5, 7, and 9, because they've got to be odd. This is from 2, 4, and 6. Now this line strikes me as very, very weird. There've got to be a 2 on it, and there's 2 is in one of those 2 because of that 2, because there must be a low digit. So this, I'm not getting it yet. It's got to be this line, doesn't it? So that is the same as that. So those are 1. This is the same as this, and this is the same as this. Okay, what does that do for me? So these can't be low. If they're mid, they are 4. This becomes 5, 6. If they're high, that's 9 and that's 8. One of those is a 1, and it's not that one. Because I can't make those low, because if those were low, I'd have to have 4 low digits in the box. That's not going to work. But one of these has to be, so one of these two has to be low. The only low digit available is 1, and I can't put the 1 there. So this right here is the 1. So we know that black is blue. That was an unfortunate turn of events. So this is now either 4, 7, or 9, because it must be mid, which can only be 4, or it's high, at which point it's 7 or 9. These are mid or high. This is mid or high, so this is mid or high, which means it's not low. If this is low, and it can't be. So this is not the 2, this is the 2. Which puts 2 right there by Sudoku. Oh, this 1 means that's not 1. That's been there for a while. That's 1. 3 is now right there by Sudoku. Am I getting all the low digits, actually? Yeah, 3 is there by Sudoku. 2 is in one of those two. 2 is in one of those two. 1 is in one of those two. Okay, I'm not getting all the low digits. This is not 2. It's 4 or 6, which means it is mid. That's a 4-6 pair. So this is 2, 5, 7, 9. Four is in one of those two. 6 is in one of those two, though. 4 is in one of those two. So all I know is one of those is mid and one of those is high. This is a triple. Let's put this triple in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. There's no 6 there. This quadruple, well, actually, no, these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 7 and 9. Those are both high. So these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are both mid. This 8 makes this 6 and this 8, and that does a lot of damage because that's mid. These greys are high. So these ones are mid. So this is not 4. These are 4, 5, 6. Has that really done so little? 5 has to be in here by row logic, so this is not 5. And this 6 makes this 4, which takes 4 out of there. This is 5, 6, which makes that 4, which makes this 6, which makes that 4. This 4 makes this 5 and this 4. The 5 looks down, making this 6 and this 5. There's no 5 or 6 there. This is 8. So these two are both high. So this is 7 or 9. This is now the 6. Being the only place left in the box I can put it. 5 is in one of those two. 8 takes 8 out of both of those. So this is 5, this is 6, both of which are medium. This is a known digit, that's an 8, which is high, and these are 2 and 7. And the 7 here gives me the order, 2 and 7. So that is low, that is high. This 7 has been doing a lot of damage for a while. That's a 9, taking 9 out of there. The 7 looks down, making that 5 and that 7. So I can get medium and high. 7 comes out of there. This is the 5, this is the 9, this is the 7. These are both high. This is medium. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I've coloured that one wrong, but I think I've only been doing colouring at the moment for reasons of consistency. 4 and 8. This is 4 and this is 8. I've flown too close to the sun. 4 and 8. That's still not helping me, but this might. This is 1, 2, 3, and 5. So I can use that 5 to make that 1 and that 5. We get a low and a medium. This will make this 9 and 1. So we get a high and a low. This is going to be the low, this is going to be the high, and I can put in the 2 and the 9, and I've got, once I put the 9 in there, the 7 in there, and the 9 in there, that is Burn by Eliza Hamilton. Yeah, really, really cool. I enjoyed that one quite a lot. I the way those constraints bounced off each other, the XV's giving you enough information to start the high low through here. The dots, beautiful, bringing everything together in a conflagration of constraints. Sure, why not? Thank you, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the series. I will be back and recovered soon, I'm sure. Yeah, we will see how it all goes. I should be, I don't know, yeah, I don't know how much I'm responding to comments and everything at the moment, but we'll see how it all goes. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And as always, good luck with your solving.